South Korea has experienced rapid and sustained growth since 1960s. Countries all over the world marvel at South Korea's remarkable economic and cultural growth.
However, the richer South Korea becomes, the further the distance of people becomes.
Nowadays, South Koreans are economically and culturally wealthy, but they are parsimonious to their neighbors.
Lots of people are experiencing mental depression, and some of them even kill themselves.
Therefore, our NECTIS team decided to build connection among members of our society who are suffering from mental depression. This year, we have worked on 2 projects of connecting people's hearts.
Our first project is Travel Navi. The whole world is now all connected. Thanks to the development of transportation, countries at the opposite side of the earth are now all physically connected to one another. Also, development of internet and telecommunication enabled connection among people from all over the world. Therefore, nowadays, young global leaders are expected to broaden their experiences by exploring other regions, countries, and continents. Global connection is inevitable for future global leaders.
More than 150,000 foreign students are currently studying in South Korea. Foreign students are not only worrying about academics, but also living expenses and tuition. According to a survey about foreign students' tuition payment method, about 46.1% was remittance from other country, and 22.8% was remittance from homeland and part-time job. Thus, our NECTIS team saw an opportunity from foreign students who had difficulty in academics and social adaptations in Korean society due to financial burden.
Generally, foreign students can earn living expenses by part-time jobs and tutoring, but managing both part-time jobs and studying is difficult for them. Furthermore, foreign students have difficulty in finding a tutoring job due to lack of connection. Thus, most foreign students work as part-timers, heavy laborers, and even illegal prostitutes to earn living expenses and tuition.
T is Mongolian, and he's doing his master's degree in a private university in Korea. According to his interview, he's working more than 7 hours in order to earn his rent and living expenses. Also, A is Mongolian, and she's doing her master's degree in Korea after graduating from Ulaanbaatar University. After her family stopped sending her money, she sold her body in order to earn tuition, and later got exposed by the police. She said all she wanted to do was study hard and go back to Mongolia.
Thus, our NECTIS team started our Travel Navi project where foreign students can solve their financial problems with their unique knowledge and potential. Foreign students have their personal connections, culture and geographical knowledge, and language ability of their own countries. So foreign students knows about their homelands better than most of the travel agents.
According to Korean Fair Trade Commission, the number of reports on poor package traveling increased from 6,922 to 11,591. Also, Korea Consumer Agency announced that more than 83% of consumers paid extra money while using travel agencies' package trip items. Moreover, low-quality trip items are economically and mentally damaging consumers.
Thus, nowadays, many travelers prefer free touring. However, free touring is not an option for people who lack language ability and free time to schedule the entire trip. They need a trustworthy travel plan.
Travel Navi connects foreign students and travelers to solve foreign students' economic and social problems. Foreign students earn money by planning a trip that reflects their deep understanding about their home country. Trip planning service include itinerary, lodging, restaurant, and transportation reservation. Consumers pay corresponding amount of money for each planning item. In this process, foreign students can socially interact and communicate with consumers.
Before we began our project, we did a survey among 99 of our university students in order to fix the price. According to the survey result, 10,000 won was appropriate for itinerary including restaurant, and 5,000 won for lodging reservation per day, and 5,000 won for daily transportation reservation.
Kim Eun-ji, a sophomore in our college, was our first customized trip planning service customer. Eun-ji wanted the entire travel plan of France. Travel Navi chose Bastien, an exchange student from France, as our first target and gave him a detailed information from Eun-ji, such as date, accompanying people, budget, and theme of a trip.
Bastien successfully planned 3-night, 4-day trip to France based on his knowledge and experience of his homeland. The following is the travel plan that Bastien created. Daily travel pass, detailed schedule per hour, and touring information per location are the main contents. Based on our price chart, Bastien earned 61,251, which is 13.6% of the average monthly living expense of foreign students.
After the first trip planning, we asked for the degree of satisfaction and feedback from Kim Eun-ji and Bastien. A consumer wanted more appropriate price for lodging reservation and further information about transportation. A trip planner was satisfied with the price, but wanted more basic information and preference from the consumer.
Travel Navi's second target was Kim So-ri, a Korean student who has been studying in Japan for 6 years. Our college's freshman Jo Ha-yeon wanted the travel plan of Osaka, Japan. Our target, Kim So-ri, successfully created a travel plan based on her long lessons in Japan and human networks. This is the Osaka travel plan that our target made. Travel Navi interviewed our second customer, Jo Ha-yeon.
When our Inactus team asked, will you use Travel Navi trip planning service for your future travel to our college students? More than 93% said yes. Also, our service consumer and foreign students want our project to be sustained. Foreign students obtain not only the economic profit, but also social advantage by strengthening their global connection and advertising their home country.
Travel Navi will secure sustainability by scouting various foreign students who will provide various locational options. Also, we will create a website where organized connection between travelers and foreign students can continue. Since trip items with positive feedback will be marked as recommendable destination and provided in a cheaper price, foreign students will try their best to get good feedbacks and increase consumer satisfaction.
Our second project is Cartwise. About 100-year life of human being is changing every second. People are born as crawling babies, and as time goes by, they reach puberty, the season of chaos. Later, their hair slowly turns into white, and they find themselves to be aged men already. Socially, the only connection a baby has is the umbilical cord. As we grow up, we build lots of social relationships and connections in our society, and these connections gradually get loosened and even collapse as we get older and older.
Man is by nature a social animal. As a member of his or her society, each person has social roles and interacts with other members of the society. Then what will happen if we are disconnected and isolated from the society? This is the problem that old people have. Thus, our Inactus team is now paying attention to the old people whose social connections are fading away.
According to the 2014 National Survey of Senior Citizens, from South Korea's Ministry of Health and Welfare, 1 out of 3 old people have symptoms of mental depression. Old people living in the city are thrown into deep depression and experiencing emotional crisis as their work, honor, family, health, and social relationships fade away. While they have earned lots of money and formed various relationships in the past, they are now left with broken social ties and financial problems.
To identify the present state of the world's economic and social problems, our Inactors team interviewed few old people to map out our project. Our Inactors team saw an opportunity from urban old people who are experiencing social isolation and disconnection, so we set old people's employment as our goal. In other words, our mission is to find old people a stable job opportunity that reflects their attitude and capability. Our project will once again connect the old people to the society and stabilize their financial situation.
The Seoul Institute statistics reveals that 28% of urban old people have serious financial problems. About 48% of old people are looking for employment, but they fail in getting a job. Urban old people have their own unique working experiences and capabilities, but most jobs for old people are low-wage physical labors, which is not worthwhile enough for old people to get self-esteem from work. Thus, our Nitas team constructed a traditional market shopping service where old people's life experiences, desire to work, and flexible time can shop.
We chose nearby Jungmi Traditional Market as our target's first workplace, since it already has shopping service and mobile application for traditional market revitalization. However, Jungmi Market's mobile application has been poorly managed and rarely used by customers. According to our interviews, Jungmi Market's merchants said that only few shopping services have been done so far. Although the mobile application attempted to attract young people to shop at traditional markets, inefficient application and lack of information prevented Jungmi Market from fully appealing to younger generation.
This is our Nectas team's business model, that old people who have aptitude and capability in shopping work as shopping agents or mobile application agents. From this work, we believe old people can once again build a connection with younger generation and solve their financial problem.
First of all, we requested a partnership to Daejeon Senior Club to scout old people who are good at picking fresh goods and enjoy shopping so the self-motivation can be sustained. Currently, Daejeon Senior Club is composed of old people who are looking for job opportunity. Once we find the fittest old people for our project, we'll connect them to Jungmi Market and let them provide shopping services, manage application, and blog, which will make them regain self-esteem and stabilize their financial situation by interacting with the society.
Our project's sustainability is confirmed due to following reasons. Jungmi Traditional Market already has an experience of managing the shopping service and is expecting to make more profit from our business model and marketing. Seoul Senior Club will continuously provide and manage the verified human resources. Thus, stable structure among Jungmi Market, Senior Club, and our Inactus team contributes to sustainability.
Culture's project not only guarantee old people's stable economic income, but also prevents their mental depression by allowing them to interact with customers in the process of taking orders, purchasing goods, delivering, and managing mobile application and blogs. Furthermore, in terms of environmental aspect, our project will provide fresh and safe foods to members of our society, as well as creating economic and social values.
Turning back the time is impossible. Lots of people are recollecting their past experiences and social relationships as time goes by. Old people have earned remarkable amount of wisdom throughout their life. However, their social ties is coming apart. We cannot turn back the time, but we can retie social connection. Our Nectas team will tie old people's connection with society once again so that they can fill the rest of their life with beautiful memories throughout our project.
People living in the global village are all connected.
Connection might be invisible since it connects each one's heart.
Thus, small help, little attention, and tiny love that you send through your heart connection will give huge amount of energy to others who are falling apart.
Every moment and piece of your life experience is important, so why don't you share them with people in this?
Connecting heart, precious life experiences, changing the world. We are Inactus.
will now begin the question and answer period. Only judges may ask questions.
트래블 나비 팀에서 대답을 하도록 하겠습니다.
저희가 진행했던 그 프로젝트에서 어떤 한 분이 그 호텔을 막 예약을 하는데 그 여러 가지로 이렇게 한 게 아니라 한 호텔만 이렇게 예약을 한 게 있었어요. 그걸 한 3일 정도 했는데 그거를 중복해서 지불하다 보니까 그런 그 부당한 거래, 아니 부당한 그 계산한 게 있었고요. 그런 거를 처리할 때는 저희가 이제 그 방법을 바꿨죠. 그 호텔 개수에 따라서 뭐 이렇게 계산을 한다거나 그런 식으로 뭐 부당한 거래가 있지 않도록 하고요. 그리고 그러한 뭐 불만족도가 생겼을 때는 그런 그 외국인 유학생의 그 영성을 그러니까 다른 그 거래를 할 수 없게 뭐 막는다거나 다른 학생을 대신 해주든가 그렇게 하는 방법으로 처리하려고 하고 있습니다.
약간 그런 설명을 드리자면 저희가 앞으로 이제 웹사이트를 운영해서 매칭을 시켜줄 생각인데 그 웹사이트 같은 경우는 피드백이 가능하기 때문에 부실한 계획을 세워주는 학생이거나 그러면 이제 안 좋은 피드백이 달게 돼서 그런 학생들한테는 여행기가 아마 좀 그렇게 피해가 사례가 없는 것처럼
이렇게 추가적으로 좀 여쭤볼게요. 기존의 여행 사업자들이 있잖아요. 되게 쉽게 따라할 수도 있을 것 같거든요. 그 진입 장벽이 낮아 보이는데 그거를 이렇게 방어를 할 수 있다? 또는 뭐 빨리 이런 웹사이트가 만들어지면 그게 스킬이 워킹되고 이렇게 하려면 사실 가장 필요한 게 최대한 빠르게 확장을 시켜서 모든 사람들이 할 수 있게 되는 것 같은데 브로스를 이렇게 확보할 수 있는 방안이 페이지 말고도 알릴 수 있는 방안이 있을지 혹시나 고민하시고
저희 학교 같은 경우는 교환학생을 다루는 국제 협력팀이 있는데 그 협력팀 자체에서도 이제 교환학생들이나 이제 학교로 들어온 유학생들이 일자리 찾기 힘들어하는 걸 이제 염두를 하고 있었고 그 사람들이 이제 어떻게 취직을 시킬 수 있을까, 일자리를 알바를 어떻게 시켜줄 수 있을까 걱정을 하고 있었거든요. 그래서 여러 가지 시도를 하고 있다가 저희랑 터치가 된 다음부터는 이제 자기는 적극적으로 런칭이 되면 이제 적극적으로 홍보를 하겠다.
이걸 통해서 그 컨설팅을 통해서 플랫 컨설팅을 통해서 그 사람들이 얼마를
한 사례로 들면 그 프랑스 여행 짜준 바스틴이라는 학생은 3박 4일 여행을 짜줬거든요. 저희가 작성한 프라이스 차트를 이용해서 6만 1,200원씩 수술해 그러니까 근데 이제 피드백을 받았더니 조금 비싸다는 의견이 아까 말한 것처럼 같은 호텔을 3일 예약했는데 그거에 대해서 3곳내 중복으로 받았다 이런 거는 저희가 조절해야죠.
뭐 없는 것 같아서 제가 커스터마이즈 프로젝트에 대해서 질문을 드릴게요. 젊은 소비자들을 끌어들이고 싶어하는 종이 시장이 그 젊은 소비자를 끌어들이기 위한 방법이 사실 노년 분들을 다시 재취업하고 종업원으로 채용하는 게 아니라고 생각을 하거든요. 뭔가 앱이 활성화된다는 게 아니면 안전한 먹거리 얘기가 좀 거기에 따른 구체적인 어떤 활동이 있습니다. 그걸 통한 효과가 어떤 게 있었는지 말씀해 주시겠습니다. 앱을 활성화시키는 활동이 있으신가요?
저희 팀에서 말씀하시는 거세요? 아니면 중리시장에서 말씀하시는 거세요?
중리시장이든
중리시장에서는 이미 재래시장 활성화 사업을 정부에서 지원을 받기로 신청이 끝나서 이제 지원을 받는 단계에 이르렀어요.
앱이
하지만
만들어진 거 말고
앱이 만들어진 거 말고요. 중립 시장에서는 그래서 처음에 장보기 서비스를 시작을 했는데 생각보다 젊은 시장의 앱 때문에 어필을 하지
Your
못했기
time has expired. Judges, please join me in thanking for Team 4.